Hey guys, well, we also welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general reading for all Aries placements. Everything you need to know about myself, the reading, or the channel can be found in the description box below. We're going to use multiple decks of cards for your reading today. We have tarot cards, oracle cards, and a few personalized messages that I've created. Please bear in mind that this is a general reading, so with the messages, only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. And please use your own sense of discernment with the messages and not forcing to fit with a particular situation. I've done a major shuffle of all the cards so we can get straight into your reading. Angels of love and light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Aries placements? What do they need to know for the current energies for whenever they come across these timeless tarot messages? What do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? Starting off the reading today with the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, and then we'll move into tarot. So what's going on for Aries? So we have wind chimes, peace and harmony, beautiful. Then we have V for victory in some endeavor. Now guys, this is interesting because this looks like a pair of ram's horns and you guys are the ram. And we have the number 5 coming through in Roman numerals, even though it's like a V for victory. And I do believe that in a matter of days, we're going into the 5th month of the year, which is May. So there's something prominent about this energy to do with May. And also butterfly, a change for the better. You may be seeing lots of butterflies right now, or there's something about the butterfly symbolism that's very important. There could be a message in there for you, or there may be like a butterfly tattoo that's important. Okay. But it's interesting, guys, because as I'm filming this, I do believe that tomorrow, obviously it depends when you're coming across this, on the 30th of April, Venus moves into the sign of Aries for like the next 2 months. And the Venus planet is to do with beauty, it's to do with love, it's to do with finances. Okay, so I feel like this is really fitting because that also looks like a V for Venus as well, right? In Aries. So that's what my intuition is picking up anyway. Bottom of the deck, we have broom. New home, new attitude. Spring cleaning may be significant. Okay. Maybe you're decluttering right now, getting rid of a load of old things, or kind of, I'm hearing saging your place to cleanse the energies. Mountain road, you are on the road to success, and November. So potentially you may have, I believe, Scorpio or Sagittarius placements. There's something from now until like the end of the year which is very significant here. Okay? Very significant. Maybe something to do with potentially the full moon in Taurus, or something to do with a new moon in Scorpio or new moon in Sagittarius may be significant as well. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords with the Modern Witch Tarot. So there is a breakthrough. There is new energy coming in. New. Okay? And this is well deserved with the Eight of Pentacles. 444 just come on the timer. You may be seeing of those numbers. What is going on, please and thank you, for Aries? What do they need to know, please and thank you? Wow. Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius placements are significant. So absolutely, the tables are turning and very much in your favour. Okay, there's a big breakthrough happening. What else do we have here? 1010 is significant, or 111. There's a big manifestation coming through. Okay, we have 9 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are feeling burnt out. You're feeling exhausted. You've been wondering when this particular change or these huge changes are coming. I nearly went. I tried to say like, I nearly said like choo choo, like as in like choo choo, like a train. So trains may be significant. So something to do with travel. Maybe you travel a lot via train. Or there's an important trip coming up, maybe for your work, where you're going to have to take a train. But yeah, I was getting like choo choo, and also like something to do with like I don't know, like chewing your food. Okay, making more like time to actually enjoy the food that you're eating rather than rushing or feel the need to rush your food. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm getting like something to do with mindful or intuitive eating is significant. So random, but hey, when the messages are coming through, even if they don't necessarily resonate as of right this second, if you come back to this reading, they may well resonate, right? So what's going on here? Wow, the Fool, Aries energy. There's your major arcana. So absolutely, you're about to take off. There's a whole new chapter coming through for you. You're in your power, you're in your energy, right? And wow, the Devil, Capricorn coming through with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So some of you guys work far too much, is what I just heard. Okay, I feel like a lot of you have multiple jobs or doing overtime, and it's just getting too much. So there's something about looking at your work-life balance. Your schedule is significant. Um, it's interesting because I'm getting the overall feeling as like, well, if I'm doing all of this work, right, and I'm in the sense of consistent, then automatically that means that, you know, my money should be better off. But why does it look like I'm still not getting as much as I should be getting or feel like I should be getting? And why is this not kind of like adding up? So there's something about, I'm hearing less is more for some reason, even if it's not necessarily in the material financial sense. I'm getting that you'll have a lot more energy. You'll be able to do things that you actually enjoy a lot more often. Spend time with those that you genuinely want to spend time with. Focus on creative hobbies or pursuits that you're interested in. Maybe something to do with a business or a side hustle is significant. But a lot of you have been working a lot here because you have a particular goal in mind. Maybe it's to do with having a certain amount of savings, to do with your finances. Maybe this is for you to be able to move, right? So that you're put in good stead to start this next chapter of your life or relocate to where you want to relocate to. But a lot of you are thinking about moving, okay? Or if you're not in a position and place to be able to move, you're hoping that something quite miraculous ends up happening. And so therefore it's like you then have the resources that you need, and so therefore you don't need to worry. And I feel like there's the sense of luck being on your side here, but I'm hearing it's not all about luck, okay? I feel like a lot of this that's coming through for you is through work that you've previously done or achieved or accomplished already. I'm hearing internally and emotionally and spiritually on your path here, and not necessarily related to taking on extra projects or doing the overtime at work. I feel like there's something to do with some major blessing coming back around for you, like as in regards to an opportunity and maybe something that you felt you missed out on, or there's something new coming in that's going to revitalize you and bring you the sense of like inner and outer happiness, this emotional fulfillment, and having a dream realized, to being able to have that sense of peace and harmony in your life. Like, I'm getting more focused to do with emotional fulfillment rather than just adding up your finances, you know, adding up your coins, right? Because there's more to life than work, I just heard. 10-10 on the timer. Okay. So some of you have not been able to have as much fun as you'd like to. So that is being looked at here. What is going on with the Wheel of Fortune? This is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck we're using. So we have the Knight of Swords, the winds are changed coming through. We have movement, okay? We have movement, especially if you felt stuck or stagnant for a little while. It's like one thing on top of another thing, like had been building up and piling up and causing a lot of stress. I feel like that's all getting taken care of. That's all getting taken care of. But you guys have been very focused on your future and what you're trying to bring in for yourself, for your future. What's going on, please? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius may be significant. We have the Moon, Pisces energy, and the Six of Pentacles. Guys, I'm getting highlighted to say something about the new moon in Gemini. Because we have Gemini coming through here, we have the moon and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something to do with the Gemini new moon in Gemini season coming up, that you may be setting certain intentions for that particular area in your life, depending where Gemini is in your birth chart. With the Emperor underneath, oh my gosh, Aries, this is your major arcana as well. So there's something really quite important here to do with Gemini season and the moon cycles, setting intentions here. There could be something about a new job, a new business opportunity, a new venture, a new creative endeavor, communication that comes out of the blue that you're not expecting. You may be feeling a little bit like overwhelmed with whatever ends up unfolding for you. Like you're not able to cope with whatever this will be, but you wouldn't be given of anything by the universe if you weren't necessarily ready for it, right? It just wouldn't happen, okay? So the universe is showcasing to you, look, you are ready to receive this, you are ready to move on forward. Obviously, it's important to use your own sense of discernment and take your time and not feel in the need to rush of certain things, but this will be all right for you, even if you can't necessarily see the full picture of how something's going to follow through for you. I'll take one more. Yeah, your whole situation, okay, your whole current circumstances are about to drastically change, and there is a bit of fear about this, but what ends up happening is actually it all balances out for you. And if there's anything that kind of falls away by the wayside, right, it's not something that was meant to last. It wasn't something that was meant to last. There's a rebirth happening here for you. Yeah. So that new seeds, new beginnings, new chapters with the Page of Pentacles can come through and manifest into your physical reality. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because whatever you had been dealing with that Ten of Swords, just wasn't it. It just hadn't been it. So why is the Nine of Wands here, please and thank you? We have the Four of Pentacles landing just here. Even though I went to clarify the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Cups, I feel like still there's more messages to do with this. Why is that coming out over here? There is this kind of overall energy to do with wanting to hang back on a subconscious level. Even though you're wanting to charge forward and move yourself into a new position and place, there's still something to do with deprogramming and reprogramming your subconscious mind here. There's something about potentially being a little bit fearful of the unknown, a bit about change. But I'm hearing that the change that's coming through for you is going to do you the world of good. And it's going to settle your emotions a lot here with the King of Cups. But it's so interesting because we get so used to being a certain way or living a certain lifestyle, and we get comfortable. And whatever ends up unfolding may feel quite uncomfortable, but if anyone can deal with going through these big changes in their life, it's you guys, okay? Ace of Wands. I'm hearing, I promise you, that everything is aligning and working out exactly how it's supposed to, right? Okay, Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is going to bring you that pep in your step, that spark, that sense of excitement and motivation. So even though there may be some sort of upset or disappointment about something from before, not necessarily being in alignment or working out, and you're having to let go of it, it's going to be replaced with something far better, far greater for you. Seven of Pentacles and then the Sun. Absolutely. I mean, this is the happiest card in the deck, guys. Leo energy. Anything else for that Nine of Wands? Ace of Pentacles. See? Look at that. Beautiful. And we've had the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles that have come through in this reading. We have the Five of Swords, and I'll take one more. The Empress, Taurus Libra energy. And the Empress represents Venus, okay? And Venus going into your sign, okay, Aries, for the next couple of months. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman, Pisces energy, the Queen of Wands, there's you, with the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Six of, I was meant to say Six of Wands and then Six of Swords, right? A lot of you have just felt like overwhelmed, dealing with a lot. Like something's been expected of you. And I feel like you're in this energy of just wanting to kind of get away from it all. But rather than try to get away or run away or escape of a situation or avoid of certain things, you're having to face them head on and deal with these, even though you really might not necessarily want to because of the discomfort of it. But I'm hearing this could be part of a spiritual lesson for you. Okay, maybe a karmic lesson here, a karmic cycle that you're closing up. I feel like whatever this is that is coming up, if this is dealt with, then it's like the sense of like you passing this test by the universe, right? The universe has been potentially testing you quite a bit recently to see how you will handle of a situation, whether you would go back to old ways of doing things or whether you would come up with new strategies and take the initiative to approach it from another angle and carry on with trying to remove yourself from whatever the situation is if it's making you feel stuck, okay? Why is the Fool here? I will pick up on more messages, guys, but just bear with me. What's to go underneath the Fool, please and thank you? We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. Nine of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through again. A lot of you have been avoiding a particular conversation with someone. Avoiding a particular conversation, or somebody has felt like they've been, or that somebody has avoided having a conversation with you, but justice is coming through in regards to this. Libra energy. So if somebody has done of anything wrong against you, right, in some way, somehow, then they're kind of getting guided to come through and to speak up. Maybe even apologize. Bring some sort of light on a situation. Maybe closure to a situation. However it is, but somebody is coming through to heal off this, or this could be all turned around if this resonates for you and the other way as well. But somebody has had a lot on their mind, ruminating over things over and over again, wondering what if things could have been different. Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's been a lot of internal struggle and conflict here about whether to move something forward with the Knight of Cups. But I'm hearing get off the fence with that Two of Pentacles and then the Fool. So somebody is getting guided to get off the fence and make their way to you, or it's the other way around and you're recognizing that you've been on this fence about procrastinating to do with avoiding of a particular topic of conversation with someone because not being sure of what the outcome is going to be. But I'm hearing it's not going to be anything bad that ends up unfolding. There's just been the sense of assumption um, as to how something is going to unfold or turn out. And so, therefore, it's like the anticipation and the apprehension and the worry is actually more causing more harm or more detriment to somebody than it would be if they were just to kind of bite the bullet and find out by having whatever this is out in the open. Okay, but somebody's very worried here about the Nine of Wands, about being hurt, or somebody is very well aware that they have hurt off somebody in the past. I'm hearing, because this person, they were looking at the past in retrospect. It's like when somebody knows that they haven't kind of really acted accordingly, and then they have the revelation basically that something is kind of eating up at them, like a guilty conscience, potentially, like possibly, right? Probably. Um, it stirs a lot of emotion within, and it kind of bubbles up to the surface, whereby it's like, gosh, this is so uncomfortable. I can't continue to feel like this, and I just have to put it out there. And obviously, when somebody knows that they owe you an apology, then it's kind of like they're coming through with their, tail between their legs type of thing, isn't it? So it takes a lot for somebody to then have the courage, especially when they know that they could have done things very differently, that they're then kind of facing head on to do with the situation. But there's a spiritual lesson in regards to this. That's what I just heard. Okay, yeah, with the High Priestess, I mean, you can't really get much more spiritual than the High Priestess. Is there also their intuition is letting them know, look, it's getting to be the time to do this, to face this, and not just kind of continue to prioritize other things and put it on the back burner. Because I'm hearing the truth will set you free, and you'll feel a lot more emotionally stable, a lot more together once this is done, and you won't have to continue feeling in this energy of kind of just downtrodden. I don't know why I'm getting the word downtrodden. Obviously, it depends, right? What else? Obviously, because that conversation, it could be to do with a romantic interest, it could be to do with a friendship, or to do with a family member, it could be to do with a work colleague, however it resonates, right? What else am I picking up on here? Okay. I feel that there is somebody who you're not necessarily expecting to approach you about the possibility to do with a new job or signing of a new contract. Potentially, this new job might not necessarily be more money, but there are some other perks that come with it, and this could actually feel more aligned with you, because it could be something more to do with what it is that you genuinely enjoy, and so therefore work is not feeling like work. It's feeling like more of a, not more of a chore. I keep getting that, sorry, bear with me. And there's a sense of excitement about this, even though there isn't necessarily the pay potentially. I mean, it could be that it comes later on, but we were talking about that earlier. I do believe that you're looking into something whereby it's not all about work and it's not all about the money, because money doesn't guarantee to buy happiness. Obviously, that it does help, a great deal, but to get to the point where you're actually enthusiastic and waking up every day motivated and passionate about life, that zest for life, then it's worth considering. I'm hearing something else. So potentially a career change may be important here, or becoming self-employed or starting of a business here. There's something to do with pregnancy. Okay, I mean, we have the Sun card and the high well, I said the High Priestess, but we saw that earlier. um so I'm getting something to do with a secret to do with pregnancy. Maybe this is, keeping it to yourself, because you're wanting to wait until the right time to kind of announce this. Or this could be like a close friend or a family member that's pregnant, and so therefore there's going to be like a celebration about this. I am getting that a holiday is coming up for you, or you're making plans for a holiday, or you've just been on holiday. There's something to do with clients, international clients, something to do with overseas. Maybe you're going to be traveling internationally to do business, or you're speaking to individuals from several different countries, maybe online. There could be a proposition to do a temporary work contract in a completely different location to where you've been before. But this could be of great interest to you in order to expand your horizons. There may be something to do with wanting to leave a job, because even though that the material safety may be there, there could be just sense of like difficulty with work colleagues. I'm getting like pettiness, I'm getting office politics, I'm getting like competitiveness, like I'm getting um like everybody being out there for themselves. I'm getting like dog eat dog world type of thing. um there could have been somebody that said of one thing, promised you something, and then did the opposite. Like, for instance, if you were meant to be given or hired for for a promotion or for a new job, or I don't know, something along these lines, and this really kind of took you back because you may have felt like you trusted somebody, and then they kind of went behind your back or did something else, or they spread some sort of gossip or what have you about you. um and so you're just in this sense of like, do you know what, this is really not doing it for me anymore. I'm very uncomfortable, and I'm going to look at my options elsewhere and kind of move on from there. And then that could be when you've made that conscious decision of like, actually, do you know what, I don't mind that I'm going to turn my back on in regards to this. And there could be something else that coming through, and you're like, well, actually, I might go for that. It might be less money, or even if it's the same amount of money, it might be in a completely different location, but it could work out better for you. I'm hearing trusting your gut on this one. Interesting. Okay, lots of different types of messages, guys, so bear with me. What do we have here for the personalized messages? So 111, 1111, 1010 may be significant. I'm getting something to do with family as well. There could be like a family secret that's coming to light, something that's revealed. I just heard last to know. So there could be other people that know about whatever this is, but you don't, and then you're about to find out whatever this is, and there may be the sense of real upset, because it's like, well, why, I feel like a fool. Like, why does everybody else know about this and not me? Why did why has this all been kept in the dark from me? I just don't understand. There's something more going on to do with the situation. Not everything is what it seems. So it's like somebody in the family may have told you a particular story about their past, and then it's like you've confronted them about it or asked them about it. You're wanting the truth on the situation, and then it's like, oh, I never said that, or that's not what happened, or and you can like remember it very clearly. You have a very good memory, but then you're having somebody in particular potentially question of your memory or question of what happened, or I'm getting something to do with maybe gaslighting is significant. Something doesn't go down well with you with a particular conversation. Okay, what have we got here? Focus on the bag. Yeah, you have been very focused on your finances, on your money, and your mere presence lights up a room. Interesting. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, look at this Fool, right? They're outside, but they have all this light around them, so they just, you know, it's like their energy just lights up everywhere else around them where they go. Focus on the bag. I don't know why I just heard something to do with checking in an old bag, like a suitcase or something to do with somebody's old handbag, or a particular bag is important. There's some sort of information in there. And now I'm seeing like a loft, like an attic. Okay. Or a basement. Road trip. Okay, so maybe you're focusing on going on a road trip. Maybe you're going to travel for work. Highest timeline. Okay, so I feel like you're jumping into a higher timeline. Underdog, underestimated may be significant as well. May resonate with that energy. I am picking up on more messages. What is it? Guys, the other message I just got was that there is something to do with an inheritance. Okay, there's something to do with a will, there's something to do with an inheritance, to do with the property, to do with assets, something legally tied up. Okay, you may know about this, or you may have no idea about this, or there could be two scenarios whereby there is somebody where that rings true with, and another person who could be more of like a distant relative or somebody at a distance that has kind of thought of you or kind of feels like your family, um, and is wanting to be able to assist you in some sort of big way. Okay, sorry guys, bear with us. What's the angel answers, please, and thank you. But I'm hearing that with you going into this Venus in Aries, you know, Venus being in your sign, you know, you're naturally going to be very magnetic. There's a lot that's coming through for you. Okay. So don't stop. I'm hearing don't stop. Okay. Yes. Okay. Um, wow. Okay. I just got a message that I definitely can't say on here, but something to do with intimacy. Okay. You know, don't stop. Yes. Okay. I feel like you guys are picking up on what I'm putting down here. So that may resonate for somebody. There could be some spicy time. What else? If you've been wondering whether to do or something, or to start or something, or to make that move, then go for it. Within the next few months, there are going to be some huge changes within the next few months, which I'm not surprised with, especially as I said that Venus is going to be in your sign for the next couple of months. Okay, and I do believe later on in the year, not that long down the line, Saturn moves into your sign, Aries, which will be really quite pivotal as well. Okay, and then success. Beautiful. So something is going to work out, or lots of things are going to work out. Next card, remain positive. Anyway, that's all the messages I'm picking up on. So I hope that there were some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. If you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself in the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as when I post another video and you don't miss out. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node placements in the other zodiac sign readings that I provide to gain further insight for your timeless tarot messages. But sending love and light your way, many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.